My rich father-in-law gifted me a supercar. Then I overheard his plan to use me for his crimes. On my wedding day, I received a luxury apartment and a supercar as gifts. But those lavish gifts were the beginning of a huge trap to ensnare my conscience. It all started with a single phone call. Mira, I love everything about you, including your difficult past. My husband was the perfect man, like a character from a movie. A wealthy family, a kind personality, and eyes that only looked at me, it all felt like a dream. My father-in-law cherished me like his own daughter, showering me with expensive gifts. I believed I had finally escaped extreme poverty and found happiness. That is, until I overheard a shocking phone call from his study. Yeah, just let that savings bank go bankrupt, do whatever it takes. My daughter-in-law is a prosecutor, she'll cover for me anyway. That's why I specifically told my son to marry a prosecutor. In that moment, I felt the blood run cold in my veins. I realized my entire success and love story was part of a massive scam. Memories of my past came flooding back. I grew up without parents, raised by my disabled grandmother. The people in our town treated us like dirt, with scorn and contempt. I will succeed and leave this wretched town for good. Fueled by a desire for revenge, I studied like a woman possessed. As a result, against all odds, I got into a top university and even passed the bar exam. A banner celebrating my success was hung in my town, and those who looked down on me changed their tune. In fact, my grandmother was also a victim of a bank fraud in the past. She lost her entire life savings due to a corrupt investigation and became disabled from the shock. And now, I was expected to become a shield for the very same kind of perpetrator? Father, I heard everything. Was the only reason you accepted me as your daughter-in-law to cover up your crimes? Nothing in this world is free. You got your share, so do your part. Does being a prosecutor make you special? I ran to my husband and told him everything, but his reaction drove me deeper into despair. What's the big deal? You escaped poverty thanks to us, so just shut up and do as you're told. Facing their ugly truth, I made my decision. I can't live a single day with criminals like you. I returned everything they had given me and served them with divorce papers. Then, I reported everything I knew to the chief prosecutor. Please investigate this case thoroughly before more people become victims. A massive investigation was launched, and my father-in-law and ex-husband were arrested. The apartment and car they gave me as bribes were returned to their rightful owners, the victims. I lost everything, but I saved my conscience and upheld justice. It was the moment I realized that true success is not about wealth or fame, but about walking the right path. Double tap the screen for good luck.